Ian, what is there to say about a Fife derby in the Scottish Cup live on television on Friday? Are you up for the game?
Oh, of course, yeah. I think we all look forward to the Scottish Cup draw. We always look forward to the Scottish Cup beginning. It's an opportunity for a wee break for teams in the league. It just so happens we've been drawn against the team not too far from us, and very tough draw. There's no doubt about it. Dunfermline will be seeing the same. It's probably not a draw we wanted when it was getting made, because you want to leave that to the latter rounds. But it is what it is. We get on with it. We embrace it. We look forward to it.
Yeah, and you were there watching them against Inverness, so you'll know what to expect from our Fife neighbours.
Yeah, I know. Dunfermline were there watching us against Hamilton Friday night. I'm there watching them on Saturday. So, but we know how each other play. The fourth time we're going to play each other before Christmas, which is a wee bit bizarre. But as I said, that's a draw. That's football. So yeah, look, I've said it all along. Dunfermline have done fantastically well in the last couple of years. They had the really disappointing of relegation, and it's really hard to galvanise a football club. Hard to get supporters going again when you get relegated. So James and David have done a wonderful job in getting Dunfermline back into the Championship. A sticky start perhaps for them, but I think they've done really well. I like the way they play. I like their formation. It's a difficult formation that they play, but difficult to play against, and we know that because in the games that we've played this season against Dunfermline, we've not created as much chances as we have against others.
Exactly, yeah. And through the week, there's a new face in the squad, so the potential for Daniel O'Reilly to make his debut. I'm hearing that he's arrived in good shape, having trained down south at another club previously to arriving here.
He has. He's fitted into the training group really well. He's fitted into the changing room really well. And those are the two really important aspects when you sign a player at this stage of the season, especially on a short-term deal. We looked at our squad and we just felt we were a little bit light. We want to give ourselves the best opportunity we could, and I think when you add in the suspensions that we have coming up and players that are are not allowed to play in the cup, then we just felt we needed an extra body or two. And Dan done really well against us last season, really aggressive. So these things you always remember, and again, as you said, the fact that he's been training, he's not just coming from the cold. His condition was good, and that's a good testament to him.
Yeah, and 28 years old, he's been playing first team football at different levels, Ireland and England, for the last 10 plus years. It's not a raw youngster you're bringing in, it's someone that's been around.
Absolutely, someone who's been around, someone who knows the league again from last season and knows what it's like to battle away, because obviously Hamilton had a difficult season last time out in this division, so he knows what it's like. Again, we just looked at all the dynamics of bringing a player in, whoever that was, and then we looked at when Dan came in, how well he settled in, how well the players took to him as well, how well he trained, and if you couple all that with last season, all these things together, we just felt at this stage, 7-8 week deal, see how it goes, see how he does, see how he likes it as well, and then who knows.
Exactly. And with Dan coming in, Dylan Core back that a little bit earlier than expected, our defensive options are improved with Ewan Murray suspended, so that's going to help. And also, how is young Adam Masson doing after his knock against Accies?
Yeah, we've got through the last 4 to 5 weeks, to be honest. I think we've got away with it because we've been really bare, really light, and we're going into really tough games. Again, the boys that have managed to pull us through, fantastic effort from them, it really is. Getting Jack back, getting Hammer back, getting Dylan Core back, adding Dan, just makes us stronger. I see it in training more than anything else. I look at training and we know we've got a couple of boys out this week, which is out with our control, but the training this week has been so good, so sharp, that sometimes you walk off the training pitch and as a manager in your head, what do I do formation wise, who do I pick? But when I see the guys training as they have done this week, I could pick any one of them because it's been that good. They're that hungry, they're pushing each other on all the time. Delighted to get Dylan back ahead of schedule. We'll obviously have Ewan back next week as well. And Adam, his injuries, it's a precautionary thing that we're doing with Adam at the moment. He's taken a little bang to his head last Friday evening, early on in the game, and we have to be careful with these things.
Yeah, another absentee that couldn't be missed by the supporters on Friday at Hamilton. Scott McGill was wearing a moon boot. I understand that was precautionary, a rolled ankle.
Yeah, it was. With a little laugh about it. I knew people would look at his moon boot and think it's a long-term one. Scott was very unfortunate, again, one of those injuries, nobody near him at training on Thursday morning, took a little roll on his ankle, which was so disappointing for him because I was looking to play him last Friday, and disappointed for him because he's done fantastically well for us as well wherever we've asked him to play, but he'll be fine. He'll train tomorrow as well with the group, done a bit today also, so Scott's a young guy who heals very quickly. Again, I'll go back to his appetite to play. We had to tell him he couldn't play. He was dying to play last Friday for us, and a lot of players wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, and you mentioned players unavailable this Friday because of circumstances out with your control. I assume you mean Sean Byrne and his loan from Dundee, is that right?
Yeah, Sean and Ewan, there's nothing we can do about a suspension. We knew when the Muzzle got that red, it was probably a 2-gamer. You can look at it positive, negative. I'm just get out of the way for me because I want to get on with it. In 2 cup games, probably what I'm for the league more than anything else. So yeah, look, there's nothing we can do. That Sean's in the same boat. We have to respect his parent club's wishes. We've done the same with our loan players, a couple of them, that we just can't let them play because if we can get through to the next round, then we don't know how many bodies we're going to have and who we're going to play and all this stuff. So I fully understand it, fully respect it. We'll miss them both. Both have been fantastic for us since they came in. Both leaders and lead by example. But as I said, it goes back to training. What I've seen this week, I'm comfortable with whoever we play. That's how much trust I have in the players. They train hard. They give you absolutely everything. It doesn't always guarantee you success and guarantee you wins, but so far so good.
Yeah, and in the midst of all this cup excitement and live TV and competing at the top end of the table, thoughts have already turned to the future and next season in terms of contract talks. You'll have a clear picture in your mind over the next few weeks of who you can offer deals to and who you want to bring in from the outside as new players.
Yeah, it's a busy time. It doesn't matter where you are in the league and how well you're doing. You must keep progressing. You must keep moving forward. You must be thinking all about the what ifs. What if someone wants to sign one of our players? How do we replace it? Who do we replace him with? Because that'll happen. We've got good players. There's no doubt there's players who we want to try and extend their contracts. There's no question about that. But we also have to try and balance it up. We're doing really well at the moment. We've got to keep our eye on the ball. Make sure that we're in that top 4 positions. This time in about 4 or 5 months, and when you're in top 4, we'll see after that where we are inside of there. If we can do it, it'll be very difficult because there's a long way to go. But yeah, we want to improve the football club. It's as simple as that. We want to have improvement year on year. It might not happen every year, but it certainly won't be if they want to try. And so we'll sit down hopefully in the next 2 to 3 months, which again maybe scares some people. Maybe we think we're leaving it too long, but we've got such a good group, such good camaraderie together. We're honest. We trust each other. If anything's going to happen, we'll be upfront with the players, and the players will be upfront with us. At the moment, we're all pulling in the right direction. We've got to keep doing it.
Well, the perfect setup for all that happening in the future is a decent result Friday. So thanks and good luck with that.
Thank you.